How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Blade Runner 2019. This is a comic that ties in with the Blade Runner movies. It's from Titan Comics, and it's actually, if we open up the credits here, written by Michael Green and Mike Johnson, art by Andres Guinaldo. But out of these two Mikes, Michael Green was actually one of the writers for the Blade Runner 2049 movie, so there's a little bit of a tie-in there. These first 4 issues make up the first volume. For those of you who are buying in trade paperbacks, I think volume 1's called Los Angeles. There are more coming out. Right now, we are currently waiting on issue 8, which should be the wrap-up to the second arc, and when that's out, I'll do another video for that. Before we begin, let's take a look at the covers. Here is the cover for issue 1. You get Ash standing there with her gun, kind of in the beginning of an alley or something. Then you get issue 2, where she's jumping from building to building, and you get one of these cool big giant Blade Runner ads behind her. Issue 3, she's got her gun out, and you got 2 of these characters running away. More on who they are in a little bit. And issue 4, looking up at her, the rainy tech noir streets of the future. It's pretty cool. I like that one. But anyway, so Blade Runner 2019, I'm going to go over a little bit of the plot, no spoilers, and I'll show you guys a little bit of the art, but again, I'll be avoiding any spoilers, so I'll probably try to stick to issue 1 if everything I want to talk about is in there. So, issue 1, we have a prologue, flip to that part, which, kind of explains everything. But yeah, you're introduced to Ahana Ashina, or to make that way simpler, Ash. A crazy future name made a lot easier. Speaking of which, it's kind of ironic. Blade Runner 2019 taking place in the Blade Runner version of 2019 actually came out in the real world year 2019, so kind of fun to read about the far off future of the year the comic came out. But anyway, so Ash, we're introduced to her. She's one of the original Blade Runners, and there's a few things about her that are a little different. One, she has this cool big coat, and she never takes off her coat, and you'll eventually find out why. She also likes to drive her spinner at street level because, she doesn't want to be above everything. She wants to be down there in the real world, But the other thing about her, she gets this nickname, the Butcher, because she decides, hey, if I'm hunting down all these replicants, I can make a little bit of extra money by selling their organs to people that need them. And of course, you also find out later why she needs all these organs. But anyway, she gets hired to do something that's not really blade running. Blade running, you're hunting down replicants and, killing them if they, get to Earth. But they hire her to look for this woman and child. Now, who the woman and child are is you get this guy, his name is Alexander Swellen. Gee, future names. But he made a fortune selling low-grade food. Now, Ash eventually finds the wrecked spinner with the driver still inside, kind of in the futuristic LA River there, which is pretty much just the LA River with slightly more garbage. But yeah, she finds the dead spinner, but there are other clues. Now, there's other clues as to what exactly is going on. However, there's one of the things that is kind of a flaw with the book is during the book you get kind of side steps, little stories that are off to the side, and that includes the mother and daughter and as they're escaping. Now the problem with this is it kind of spoils the mystery because when you're following Ash, you're like, what's going on, where's the mother and daughter, and to actually have scenes that show you where they are, I felt was a little bit like, hey, I wanted this to be a mystery and you're showing it to me as it's happening. The other flaw with these scenes is they are dystopian, but they're not tech-noir. You look at the big speeders and the light, or spinners, and the lights, and it's all this cool Blade Runner atmosphere stuff, and it doesn't really work with the atmosphere in the wife and daughter on the run side of the story. So yeah, it spoils it, and the atmosphere is a little different. So I'd have rather that not been there, but it is what it is. I'd rather, they have to fill all those extra pages, maybe have issue 1 be entirely Ash doing some blade running, because that is one of the things with this story, is she does a little blade running at the beginning, but then she's solving this mystery, which isn't really what she's supposed to be doing. They kind of go, hey, you're a blade runner, but don't blade run, do a detective mystery. And I'm like, well, okay, it's still detective stuff, so I guess that works. Other than that, though, you are going to get some people complaining that, we're following Ash around and we're not following Deckard around. But I do like, to see other Blade Runners, because there's supposed to be a ton of Blade Runners, but all we see is Deckard and Ryan Gosling's character. I like to see, kind of like their Jedi Knights or something, where there's a ton of Blade Runners and you get to see a whole bunch of different ones. So I do like to see an additional Blade Runner. Plus, they talk about how she's one of the original Blade Runners, one of the first generation. So I thought that was fun to see another one. So overall, I really recommend this to Blade Runner fans, especially because, and here's the big thing with it, is there's not too many Blade Runner extended universe stuff. It's a really cool world, but we don't get to see that much of it. We had to wait for forever to get a second Blade Runner movie, and other than that, I think Boom Comics did Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep as comic books before, and there were sequel novels, Blade Runner 2 by K.W. Jeter, I believe, and then there were a few sequels to the Blade Runner 2 novel. But outside of the novels and the Electric Sheep stuff, there hasn't been too much of a Blade Runner extended universe, and I find that really a shame. I love the look and the feel of Ridley Scott's universe there, and it was really great to see more of that, And yeah, you're not following Deckard, but it's just really cool to see more of the Blade Runner world and, staying on the streets and stuff. And overall, yeah, really, really fun. So, not amazing, not like grade A, have to read it material, but it's still something I had a ton of fun with. And the ending of this, I'm not going to spoil it, but the ending looks to set up a story that I'm really interested to see, an aspect of the Blade Runner universe that hasn't been super explored. But I'm waiting to read those 4 stories till the last issue of that arc comes out, so I can read it all at once. Although the pandemic kind of delayed that one. So I'll be back with issues 5 through 8 whenever they come out, and I'm super excited for that. You know, like I said, not a revolutionary graphic novel, but one that I ended up really digging. I love the world, and I'm glad to see it again. Anyway, fans of Blade Runner, I say check it out. The trade should be out, and you can pick up all 4 of these at once. Anyway, I'll be back again very soon. I do a comic every week, and I should have a comic playlist pop up down there at the bottom towards the end of the video. I do about 95% horror movies on this channel though, so if that sounds like something that interests you, horror movies, I definitely recommend sticking around for that. But anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching, and to everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you as well. You really do help out the channel. Anyway, that being said, I'll see you guys again very soon. Have a good day. Good day.